I don't know what was so offensive about my video. You know, conciliation. That's what I'm into in Romans. You know, it's crazy, but my son said it's probably because they do that randomly on YouTube. I don't know. But anyway, I reposted it. It stayed up so far, so we'll see. But that was yesterday's video. Anyway, we're here today, and I'm going to continue on here. Hopefully I won't offend anybody on YouTube. All right, conciliation individual still. A realization of our death to sin and life in Christ will give us power to cope with sin, always remembering that sin cannot bring us into disfavor because of the super exceeding grace. Law, as we shall see in the next chapter, not only cannot deliver from sin, but actually forges the fetters of sin and makes sin's bondage more cruel and galling. The law said, "Accursed is everyone who is not remaining in all things written in the scroll of the law, to do them." Grace says, "Blessed are you, whatever you may do, for Christ has justified you, and not one dare bring anything against you." The fallacious logic of the old humanity immediately imagines that this gives license and encouragement to sin, but its actual effect is quite the opposite. Grace, not law, has the power to deter us from sinning or missing the mark. No one who has an actual experience of grace reasons that because there is immunity, therefore he will sin. The offender against law flies in the face of law. Its austere threats do not hinder him. But the offender against grace feels the heinousness of his offense and flies from it. All of us are slaves, however much we may vaunt our liberty. We are controlled either by sin or by obedience. It is a cause of thankfulness that we all have had service under sin, for only so could we realize the nature of such slavery. But we have not been taken from sin's service to become idle. We have been transferred to the service of righteousness. Slaves of sin can produce only the fruits of sin and know that the only possible outcome is death. But slaves of righteousness have a brighter outlook. Even though ashamed of their lawless deeds, they look for life Aeonian. Sin, like slave holders, does not pay wages, but only supplies rations. This consists, at present, in an attitude toward God, which is the equivalent of death. For all sin's slaves avoid God's presence. Hence their deeds will result in destruction. Neither do we, as slaves, look for wages. God not only gives, but gives graciously, or gratuitously, the very reward which is only for those whose endurance in good acts merits it. Aeonian life, or life for the eons. Okay, I read that section. Now tomorrow I'm going to continue on with this conciliation part because it is so good. And we're just reading portions every day of it. So hopefully it'll be uploaded and everything will be cool and it won't get deleted for content, because I am giving out truth on this channel and I'm reading from the scriptures and the concordant commentary. So yeah, that should not be an offense to anybody. So have a beautiful Thursday, I think it is. Yep. Have a beautiful Thursday and grace and peace. We will talk to you tomorrow.